Welcome to Ultimate Recaps. Today we'll do a recap, commentary, and criticism for an action horror called Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. This is not a substitute for the film itself. Links to rent and purchase the film in the description below. For more videos, support us by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Warning. Spoilers alert. The film starts out in the 1980s at an orphanage in Raccoon City. A young girl named Claire wakes up when she spots a mysterious creature wandering the room where the rest of the children sleeps. The girl wakes up her brother Chris, but he thinks she is being annoying and tells her to go back to sleep. Claire, this brave child, gets out of bed and goes looking for the creature. Claire sneaks past the front desk and finds the creature, then tries to approach it when she should be getting the heck out of there. She finds out she is Lisa Trevor and the scientists there have been experimenting on her. Claire is then found by scientist William and is taken back to her room. When she tries to go back to sleep, the creature reappears and grabs her face. The film fast forward to present day. Claire is woken up from the nightmare while hitchhiking with a trucker and his dog back to Raccoon City after spending time away. The trucker tries to come onto Claire and gets distracted when another figure wanders out to the road. The trucker strikes the woman. Claire and the trucker freaks out and argues among themselves. The woman, clearly a zombie, does not eat their face and walks away into the woods. That zombie must have been a vegetarian. The dog gets out of the truck and begins licking the blood. Claire calls out for the woman to offer her help while staring into the woods. In the shadows something stares back at her. Umbrella Corporation was the top pharmaceutical company in the world, but they have recently taken their operations out of Raccoon City with only a few staff workers remaining, as well as those too poor to leave the city. Leon, a rookie, wakes up for a graveyard shift at the local motel. He goes to a diner to meet with other Raccoon City police officers. They are Wesker, Valentine, Vickers, and Aiken. The rest of the cops come in and taunts Leon for shooting his old partner in the ass during training. I guess he deserves that one. A call comes in and they are told to investigate the Spencer mansion. The rest of the officers head out. And Leon speaks with the waitress Louise since she noticed him looking at Valentine. She tells him he's got no chance. The waitress's eye then tears blood, which she tells Leon it has been going on for a few weeks. I guess she is gonna walk it off. Scene cuts back to the trucker and his dog, who is drooling excessively and his eyes looking cloudy. The trucker checks in on his dog, but his dog clearly mutating into the infamous zombie dog and takes a bite into the trucker's hand. Claire makes it home to look for her brother Chris, who is also a cop. A sickly neighbor looks out at Claire. Claire breaks into the house and reminisces on old photos. Chris comes downstairs and confronts her. He's not happy seeing her after she ran away and left. Claire says she came back to find a man named Ben, who she has been in contact with her, and says that Umbrella has been poisoning the city's water supply. Chris dismisses Claire's conspiracy theories and heads out for work. At the scientist's home, his daughter wakes up screaming. He and his wife goes to comfort her. William gets a call and tells them they need to leave immediately. An emergency siren then goes off all across the city. After Chris leaves, Claire sees written on the glass door in blood, "Itchy, tasty." The front door pushes open, but she does not see anyone. The sickly neighbor then bursts in through the glass door and attacks Claire, but she knocks her out and flees on motorcycle. She rides until she ran into William and almost hits her. Claire recognizes him from the orphanage. At the police station, Chief Irons gathers the main team to inform them they haven't heard back from those he previously sent to the mansion, so he sends them to go find the two cops. Leon is forced to stay and tend to the front desk. Meanwhile, Wesker receives a message on his beeper to go to his locker. There, he finds a message receiver from his secret employers telling him that Raccoon City will be destroyed by morning. The trucker has now become fully infected and drives the truck until it rolls over in front of the police station, exploding into a huge fireball that Leon misses because he is passed out with his headphones on. The trucker walks in, completely engulfed in flames, but Irons shoots him dead. He has Leon extinguish the dead trucker and close the gates to the station before Irons packs his things and heads outside by himself. The team takes a helicopter and looks for the missing cops from above. They arrive at the mansion and is joined by Chris, with Vickers staying behind in the chopper while the other three make their way in. They find a van overturned with no one inside as well as an infected crow that Valentine shoots to bits. The team enters the mansion to find it looking ruined. Irons drives into town and sees armed guards keeping people away. Cars from behind pulls up behind Irons and blocks him in. Umbrella Corporation guards begin to open fire on a pair of infected civilians, forcing Irons to drive away to safety. He goes back to the station and enters the parking garage, where he is found by two infamous zombie dogs. Irons shoots one, but runs out of bullets before the other one goes for him. Claire shows up in the nick of time with a fire extinguisher and bashes face in. Leon comes in and shows the two that the infected are trying to break through the gate. In the mansion, Chris and Aiken find an infected man biting into a cop's face. And they decide to stare a while before they shoot it. They are found by more infected, with Aiken getting killed by them as Chris tries to fight them off. Elsewhere, Valentine and Wesker find a secret entrance to an underground lab. Moments later, Vickers is killed by the infected and the chopper crashes into the mansion, but Valentine and Wesker are unharmed. He then comes clean to Valentine about working for someone else. He is to steal William's G virus from the lab in the mansion. And eventually fleeing the city before it gets obliterated. Wesker abandons Valentine to finish his mission. Claire and Leon arm themselves. On second thought, Claire takes his shotgun gun from Leon before he hurts himself. Then Leon goes down to the cell where he finds Ben locked up. He tells Leon to let him go by grabbing him and taking his gun. But Ben is killed by an infected man in the cell next to him, and Leon shoots the man dead. Claire comes in and is upset to find Ben dead. To make matters worse, the infected manage to break through the gates, prompting the three to escape the station. Claire goes with Leon and Irons to the orphanage to hide out. There, they find the woman that Claire saw as a kid, her name being Lisa. They are found by a more mutated infected creature, a licker, that attacks Claire and Leon. Leon stands there like an idiot as it comes closer. It kills Irons, but Lisa manages to jump onto the licker and snap its neck. Lisa then gives Claire and Leon keys to the secret passage. And Lisa even calls Claire by her name. Claire and Leon find old footage of kids that William experimented on. Chris continues wandering the mansion when he should be escaping. An infected goes after him. Valentine finds him and they get to safety. She tells him about Wesker and that they need to leave the city. Wesker finds the lab, but the Williams are already there. He orders William to hand over the G virus. But William grabs a gun and tries to fire at Wesker, prompting Wesker to shoot William first. William hands the gun to his wife. And Wesker also shoots her in the head in front of their daughter, Sherry, before the girl gets the gun and aims at Wesker. He is shot by Valentine's and seemingly dies from his wounds. Chris and Valentine get Sherry out of there, unaware that William has injected himself with several vials of the virus, and he has begun mutating. William stalks Chris and Valentine as he mutates into a hideous creature. Claire and Leon find them, and Claire shoots William in the eye. They join Chris, Valentine, and Sherry as they make their way out of the city on a train. However, William fully mutates into the monster's nemesis and rips into the train. The heroes shoot at him until Leon grabs a rocket launcher and blasts William to pieces for good. Finally doing something right. The nuke then gets dropped onto Raccoon City. An Umbrella Corporation update says that there are 0 survivors. But Claire, Chris, Valentine, Leon, and Sherry all manage to exit the train tunnel and out of Raccoon City. After the end credits, Wesker wakes up from the dead. A woman named Ada stands over him and gives him his dark sunglasses and offers him a chance to work with her. Overall a good film and is worth a watch if you are fans of the original franchise and loves zombie horror. It is a new take showing the original story from the perspectives of other characters. The beginning was fun to watch. If you like horror, it shows the backstory of our 2 siblings shot in a more scary setting. I wish they spend more time on each character, but they only had so much time. CGI of the mutated were how we remember it. It was great seeing the zombie dogs back. You wouldn't want to stare down a pack of those in a dark alley. There were plenty of jump moments to keep us on our feet. However, the casting were not what I expected, mainly the characters were rewritten and did not hold true to who they were. If you are looking for horror, action and even some comedy, we would still recommend this adaptation of the film. For more videos, support us by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification bell.